Hey, what it is, what it do, what up people, it's V-Does Tech back with another video, and this is just a quick wrap up of the Z Flip 3 cases. Before we get started, a few things. These all have independent videos. I will leave a playlist at the end if you want to check this out. Now this is just a rapid fire likes and dislikes video and small things I found with actual usage over the last few weeks. Now to know a few things, just to knock it off and make the video a little bit shorter, they all support wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. None of these cases interfere with swipe gestures, and for the ones that's worried that your phone can be scratched by taking these cases on and off, I have put these on and removed these cases many times and no scratches yet. And one more thing, all of these cases were paid for out of pocket, so no one is paying me to say anything, and that's not how I roll anyways. And that's about it. Let's dive in. Let's go. All right, let's start with the Simuso. Dislikes. It's a fingerprint magnet. You will catch yourself wiping this case off many times throughout the day. It has sharp cutouts around the power button and the volume button. Not the biggest fan of that right here. Now the cutout isn't exact. It may not bother you, but it bothers me just a little bit. Now this case is also the most slippery. It has the least amount of grip out of all of them. I'm not the biggest fan of the random text at the bottom. That does bother me. It is what it is. And there is no hinge protection when it's closed. But the good. This case receives so many compliments. A lot of people tend to like this case. The adhesive has never weakened. Now it has been pretty warm here and the adhesive hasn't been bothered by that, so that's good. This is the second lightest case, so not a lot of bulk with this. It has the most colors to choose from. I think there's like 4 or 5 options. And this is the only case, or let me say this is one of the few cases that you don't lose any screen real estate. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Now this is the Simuso. Moving on to the next one. All right, next up, we have the Spigen Air skin. Now the bad, this is really slippery, almost no grip at all. It's a huge fingerprint magnet. The adhesive strips are gray, not the biggest fan of that, really wish it was clear. And really, this doesn't feel a whole lot better than the Simuso case, and I made fun of that one. And also, the cutout around the power button and the volume rocker is sharp. Not sure what's going on with that. And not sure if you paid attention during the last case, but I said, this case, you lose some real estate around the screen. Not sure what the deal is with most of these cases, but a lot of these cases, you will lose some screen real estate. But for the good, the case has got very hot and the adhesive strips never moved. Since it's clear, you get to see the color that you chose. The cutout around the flash is almost perfect. And this is the thinnest and lightest case possible. And it also has that anti-yellowing, so it shouldn't yellow over time. And this is the Spigen Air skin. Now, this case isn't for everyone. The lady hates this case. She said this case feels like reject leftover fabric from the 1800s. On the other hand, this is actually my overall favorite case. The price is excellent, 4 colors to choose from. It's tied for the most grip out of all the cases I've tried so far. No fingerprints at all. It's tied for the second lightest case, and the cutout is perfect. And you also notice you're not losing any screen real estate at all. It's gotten super hot and the adhesive never moved. The thick borders around the side, and this is also the only case that I've noticed that doesn't have those weird cutouts on the side. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll probably throw a picture up somewhere around here, but I like that this is actually a full case going around. Now the bad, if you get something sticky on it or something, it won't be a simple wipe off. Since I've never had a fabric case like this, I'm not sure the long-term use. And also, the power button and volume rocker, the cutout there is still sharp. Once again, don't know the deal with that. But like I said, this case isn't for everyone, but this is my second favorite case. All right, the VRS Design Quick Stand Active. The good, they have 4 colors available. This is one of the only cases with a kickstand. It has some hinge protection, even though it's not full protection, but not a lot of cases of those out there. This case does feel like it can survive a drop. It's a little bit more grip than the first two, not that much more though. It has perfect cutouts. The cutouts on the side isn't sharp, it's actually smooth, which I love. This case has also gotten a lot of compliments. People seem to really enjoy this one. And the other cases pop off pretty easy. This one stayed tight to the sides and also very few fingerprints. Now the bad, this is the most expensive one on the list, starting at around $30. Once again, you lose screen real estate with the case spilling over to the front screen. A few times pulling this case out of my pocket, the fake screws have gotten stuck, like snagged on a corner or something, so just a heads up. This is also by far the heaviest case, but it does have a kickstand. Now, it has been hot. Like I said, it's been warm, somewhere in the mid 90s, but this case did heat up when I was using it outside, and the adhesive did loosen up a bit. So the hinge that's being held right here did peel up a little bit. And when I do open the case sometimes, the hinge will come from beneath the case and like bunch up and like get stuck. So this happens quite a few times. But I wouldn't say it's not a reason to buy, but it does happen quite a few times. And so yeah, that's the VRS Design Quick Stand Active. Moving on to the last. And last but not least, we have the ARAREE Aeroflex. The good, this is the best feeling case to me. It has the best cutouts out of all the cases. It has the second best grip. You do have the option for a lanyard if that's something you want to actually use. It has hinge protection. It also has the most hinge protection of the cases I reviewed. And the hinge has never gotten stuck. If you heard what I said in the last video, that is a huge downside for me if the hinge gets stuck when you try to open it. Now the bad, this is the second heaviest case, so a lot of extra bulk. There are no adhesive strips, so after time, the case will like come up just a little bit, and so you will have to adjust it. You do get some fingerprints. There is only one color available, and yeah, it's the heaviest case. It's the second heaviest case. And so yeah, that's just a quick wrap up of all 5 cases. Let me know if you like these rapid fire type videos. If you made it this far, consider doing those YouTube things. It's V Does Tech. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.